Let me get your take on Vince McMahon's XFL. While we have you, the NFL rival league announcing television deals with Fox and Disney to televise all 43 games on broadcast or cable. It'll make the debut 1 week after the Super Bowl. What's your take on this?
Well, I think the XFL will be great. You know, the AFL didn't have the funding. When you look at what Mr. Luck is doing with this XFL, I actually think it will feed kids and give people the opportunity to get back into the NFL. You see a lot of guys signed off of AFL rosters, and those weren't the who's who players. So when you look at a lot of these guys, they'll be college stars. They'll be names that you know that you're familiar with, and they're going to have an opportunity to continue their career. So for a lot of guys that didn't get drafted this year, that's sitting around feeling like, well, I failed, you get an opportunity to go to the XFL and revive your career instead of saying, well, it's over for me, because the NFL doesn't have a feeder league everywhere else. NBA, if you don't work, they got D League, you can go cross seas. Yeah. It's so much you can do as far as NBA. NFL, if it doesn't work, you're done.
More distribution.
Yeah, I'd say he has to take it serious, though. That's what the XFL, we saw what it used to be in the past. It was jokes. It was guys with fake names on their jersey. It was cheerleaders marrying football players on the field stories. It was weird kickoffs. If he treats it like real football, he does have a huge opportunity. The AAF, nobody thought it was going to do anything. And only because of the money is the reason why they had to fold right before the championship.
Yeah, Charlie Ebersol was on this program right before it launched. It was just, but again, you got to, it wasn't funded through the first season.
Correct. Yeah, and they were, I mean, they were paying executives, you know, top salaries. I mean, you got guys like Daryl Johnson leaving TV to go do this, so clearly he was making more being a front office guy than he was being on TV.
Yeah.
You can't pay those guys like that. I think McMahon, you just can't make a, don't be a joke. Yeah. Just have serious
What about the production value? How important is it for you guys to have the production value that comes with a Fox or an ESPN? I mean, you look what Fox does on Sundays and Thursdays. I mean, it's a huge event. How important is that?
It's very important, because obviously it's the driving force behind the revenue. You got to have a major TV contract. So, you know, just to echo what both Clinton and Ron said, this league can make it because there's a unique opportunity right now. You look at what the Big Three did in basketball. They're doing extremely well right now. But you have a void here because in the National Football League, guys are so young when they're done playing, and they're looking for that other opportunity. So your quality of play is going to be extremely high in this league if they do it right. To Ron's point, play real football and approach it the way that fans want to see it. They don't want to see a show. This is not WWE. They want to see guys making plays.
That's what I would think, because there's all this talk about direct-to-consumer, you know, and, you know, online, and so that takes the production value out a lot.
I just want to say, nothing wrong with wrestling, though.
No, I know you like wrestling, Dave.
Wrestling is just done in the ring. I think when you look at...
Do you think it's real?
I know a lot of people who have wrestled professionally who are in just as bad a physical shape
as Brock Lesnar, so we've heard stories. But when you look at this day and age, this thing right here drives that age group of 18 to 35.
Yes.
And so now we're in a unique era where you can put a game on your phone or a tablet or an iPad, and they're going to watch it.
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of the key to this is you have to have a great social media team behind you, even though the production value might not be exactly like you're not going to have ESPN right out the gate.
Right.
You're not going to have that. But if you can get some key guys behind you to be analysts, you can get some off-the-field stories and get some beat writers to cover it. You have to get on social media.
You got to have everything.
Yeah, that's where they're at right now.
Well, and I said to Joel, who's the stage manager on one of the other shows on the news channel the other day, I said, when's training camp? So there is that. The diehard football fan wants football. I don't care about baseball. I don't care. I mean, anything else. Give me my football.
Well, this is a great conversation. Before you go, what should a portfolio look like for these guys? Diversified ETFs, individual stocks. Any thoughts real quick?
While you're playing, put your money in a bank, and I don't care if it sits in cash, just don't spend it. You don't need to invest it in anything. And then when you get done, then you can go out and try to make plays off the field like you made your plays on the field. But while you're playing, put it in the bank.
All right, so first lesson is save it.
That's right.
Save it. Guys, great to see you. Thank you so much. Jack Brewer, Clinton Portis, and Ron Johnson here.